Hello all, and welcome to the Caffeinated video. It's Art here with a book review for The Case of the Canterfell Codicil. It is one of my March Mystery Madness books. It's the Tribute to Jessica book, and it was actually hard to find. I did find it free with my Audible membership, so that's how I listened to it, because it was hard to find for not purchasing. Because none of my libraries have it. My library is still struck out in getting it from the library kind of thing. But I was able to read it or listen to it via Audible, so that counts, and it's done. Let me set the stage for you. It's a 1920s, 30s mystery over in England. It's a locked rooms mystery, and it had me thinking of kind of like a Downton Abbey setting, with a Hercule Poirot meets Sherlock Holmes meets a bumbling idiot kind of mystery. It was good, but it was also run-of-the-mill and formulaic. There was nothing to make it stand out. I kept wanting Hercule Poirot or Sherlock Holmes and their gravitas that their characters hold to step onto the stage and solve everything and put everything right. Now, locked rooms mysteries are one of my favorite type of mysteries because you have a set stage and you have a set number of characters, and somebody is the perpetrator of said crime. In this case, it was murder, as it is in most locked room mysteries. I'm not saying it wasn't good. I'm saying it was run-of-the-mill. It was a fine, fun jaunt. It was only about 5 hours and 47 minutes in Audible format, so that made it a fast listen as well. But it was it left me wanting more, because the main character who we were following around, and all the characters were lackluster, but the main character did not have the weight, did not have the gravitas of a Sherlock Holmes, of a Hercule Poirot, and didn't even have the cleverness of a Miss Marple, to be honest with you. It was good, but it was a happy accident that he was there. He was invited there by an old school chum, and then things went down. So it was kind of a Murder, She Wrote kind of thing. And Angela Lansbury, Julia Fletcher kind of thing. So it had me feeling good vibes, and that's why it's a good book. But it was just, and I grant you, it's the first in the series. It was a great listen. It was a fun, palate cleansing type listen. It was enjoyable in that sense. But in a lot of mystery formulas, it was very formulaic. It was run-of-the-mill. It was paint by numbers, if you will. It was very simple in its plot line. It was very simple in its caricature archetypes. And it was very simple in its plotting. The shock reveal at the end wasn't a shock reveal at the end. If you've read any kind of locker room mysteries, I didn't like how PJ Fitzsimmons made the police officer out to be a bumbling idiot trying to take the fastest way to solve and take somebody of nobility down and fame and fortune down, because it was the simplest and easiest answer. For God's sakes, the main character even quotes Sherlock Holmes in the story that the simple, when all else is considered, the simplest, most obvious answer must be the correct one. So that quote is in there. And I think that PJ Fitzsimmons is probably a good writer. But I feel like he should try to stamp his own identity, because otherwise he'll become one of those that often imitated but never duplicated Agatha Christie's success. And if you're going to write a character in the vein of Hercule Poirot, make him stand out, make him have his own gravitas, as Sherlock Holmes and Hercule Poirot does. I'm not saying don't read it if you choose to buy it, or listen to it if you're an Audible member. It is a fun, palate cleansing listen. Just get ready for a run of the mill book. That's why on my scale, it's a read it, own it, like it. Because it's not bad. It's decent, but it's very formulaic, it's very run of the mill, and it's very, how do I put this? It's very in that sense of the word. It's very it could be better, it could be worse, but it's just there. I'm not saying that more books in the series won't expand and won't make the series better, and will I continue on with the series? Probably when I need a palate cleanser, but it's certainly not one that I'll be rushing to. So that's why it's a read it, own it, love it on my scale. And obviously, or read it, own it, like it on my scale. And obviously, with the run-of-the-mill formulaicness, it's an average 3 out of 5 book. It is not a bad book, but it is nowhere near a good or amazing book. It is an average, run-of-the-mill, glad I read it, glad I got, glad I listened to it, glad I got my hands on it. It was enjoyable, and it may be something I go back to once I finish the Hercule Poirot series, because I'll be craving more Poirot, and there won't be any more Poirot. So that could be a very, very topical thing, and a very, very much a thing that I do. But before I gush on too long and spoil why this book, because I don't do spoilers, leave in the comments down below if you've listened or read to the case of the Canterfell Codicil. Leave that in the comments down below. Let me know any other books that are in the vein of Sherlock Holmes or Miss Marple or Hercule Poirot that you think are good. Leave those in the comments down below. But until next time, I make videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Central, 10:30 p.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Please like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Please ding the notification bell to be notified when I upload a video. And without further ado, happy reading. The game is afoot all month long in MarchMysteryMadness. I'll see you again soon. And peace.